Today, I'm going to share some of the Korean ice creams you should give it a try if you are in Korea. They are widely available at grocery stores, supermarkets, unmanned stores, and convenience stores, but you should expect maybe 20 to 30% higher prices at convenience stores because of their convenient locations. The real estate properties located at high foot traffic areas cost more. Therefore, the products they sell cost more. Also, this video could be subjective because everyone has different tastes. My favorites could be different than yours, so please keep that in mind. Hi, this is Hongwan. Thank you for watching this video. The number 9 on the list is called the PBamba, which rhymes with the Korean word for chestnut in English or bam in Korean. Not a bomb in English, but bam in Korean. I guess you could use a bam as a bomb because when I tried to pick them up without protective gears in the mountains and in the forest when I was growing up, it hurt like hell. This particular version is the sandwich version of PBamba, thus the packaging says PBamba Sand. The original version is actually in the form of a popsicle and they both have similar taste. The popsicle version has been around since when I was in elementary school, but the sandwich version is relatively new. This could be a new taste for people from overseas, but it has a subtle, soft, chestnut flavor to it. Some people in Korea say that this has one of the ajemat in Korean, or the middle-aged man flavor in direct English translation. It could be one of the flavors that many middle-aged men prefer. You should give this one a try. I have a feeling that you either going to like it or dislike it. Nothing in the middle. The number 8 on the list is called the Cookie-o in Korean or Cookie-o in English. The packaging says the European dessert Cookie-o, but in my subjective opinion, which you may or may not agree, it tastes more like American, not European. It tastes pretty good, just like the American chocolate ice cream sandwiches. Just that I suppose the size could be bigger. The number 7 on the list is called the Hodumaru. Hodu in Korean is walnut in English, and maru in Old Korean could be translated as the peak or the highest in English. So Hodumaru or the best walnut in English. This ice cream doesn't really offer a strong, stimulating taste, but it rather offers something subtle, creamy, and light taste with small bits of walnut. It tastes kind of like the background music you may hear at a local cafe rather than the music you may hear at a rock concert. Another version of this, which is relatively new, is called the Nokcha Maru or the best green tea, and I like that too. The number 6 is called the Megaton in Korean or the Megaton in English. I'm not sure why it's named the Megaton because a megaton is a measurement unit of how explosive a nuclear bomb is. But hey, that's what it's called. As the picture of the packaging suggests, it has sticky caramel flavor to it. If you like caramel, I think you'll like it. Another version of this is called the Megaton Dalgona Latte in English or Megaton Dalgona Latte in Korean. You may or may not have seen it, but after the Dalgona snack was featured in the Squid Game, a once popular Korean show, the Dalgona Latte became somewhat popular at many Korean cafes. Thus, this new flavor of ice cream, the Megaton Dalgona Latte, came out. Both the Megaton and the Megaton Dalgona Latte are worth giving it a try, but I think the Megaton original is going to be around longer. I mean, they were around since when I was in elementary school. The number 5 is called the Sangsangba in Korean or the double bar in English if I have to translate it. This chocolate popsicle is fun because you are supposed to split the popsicle in half and share it with someone else, like your mom or your friend. The number 4 is called the Choco Bungo Samanko in Korean. I wasn't sure what the samanko meant in Korean because it's not an actual Korean word. So when I looked it up on the internet, apparently, according to the company that makes this, 빙그레, it's a combination of the two Korean words, 싸고, 많고, 싸고 and 많고, which mean cheap and plentiful in English, respectively. So I think the Choco Bungo Samanko could be translated as the cheap and plentiful chocolate carp, which sounds pretty interesting for an ice cream product. Cheap and plentiful chocolate carp. Hey, do you want a cheap and plentiful chocolate carp? Despite its interesting name in English translation, I actually find this chocolate ice cream sandwich very tasty. It has the regular chocolate ice cream, it has the crunchy chocolate pieces, it has a character which resembles the appearance of the Magikarp from Pokemon. I have never seen or tasted something like this outside of Korea. You should give this one a go. I think you'll like it. The number 3 is actually the original version of the number 4, the cheap and plentiful chocolate carp, which is called the 떡 붕어 사만코 in Korean. This could be translated as the cheap and plentiful rice cake carp. As the name suggests, it has a layer of red bean rice cake along with a layer of vanilla ice cream. I guess they can maybe make the red bean rice cake layer more thicker to make it better, but regardless, this ice cream is something you could give it a go if you are in Korea. The taste could be somewhat complex and sophisticated, especially for someone who isn't familiar with 떡 or rice cake in English. I personally never seen an ice cream product that has rice cake in it outside of Korea, especially in the form of a fish. The number 2 is called the Goku Cone in Korean or the Goku Cone in English translation. I like everything about it, specifically the top part where the peanuts are sprinkled. The combination of caramel syrup, chocolate ice cream, marshmallow, and peanuts make this ice cream unique. I think the other flavor that resembles the flavor of the Goku Cone ice cream the closest is something called the Rocky Road in America. The difference I noticed is that the Goku Cone is maybe 20% less sugary than the Rocky Road in America. Now the number 1 on the list is called the Ituapu in Korean or Ituafu in English, which pretty much sound the same. I specifically chose this ice cream as the number 1 on the list because of how creamy the vanilla ice cream inside of it is. Yes, some of the ice creams I talked about in this video also had vanilla ice creams, but you will immediately notice the difference in the quality of the vanilla ice cream as soon as you take a bite of the Ituafu ice cream sandwich. It almost tastes like they use a different kind of milk when they make the ice cream sandwich. It's incredibly soft and creamy. It's so soft in my mouth that it almost tastes like I'm eating something between whipped cream and ice cream. On top of this, it also has a decently sized chocolate chunk in the middle of the rectangle waffle shaped ice cream sandwich. I can't tell you whether or not this ice cream will take you to the moon or to the heaven, but what I can tell you is that it could possibly help you to blow off some steam. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the press on the like button and your subscription. I really appreciate it. As always, have a nice day. Bye bye. What's interesting is that Cold Stone came to Korea and they went out of business. They actually came back again and they went out of business again. In early 2000s, Ben & Jerry's came to Korea, and they moved out relatively quickly. A few years ago, they apparently came back again with a different strategy, but I personally never seen any of their products in Seoul yet. Their competitor, Haagen-Dazs, has been around, but I don't know, I have never bought any of their products in Korea. I enjoyed their products when I was overseas, but I have no memory of eating Haagen-Dazs in Korea. It just didn't happen. The Korean ice cream market is a very competitive market. Apparently, a relatively new brand called the Van Leuven is gaining popularity in America.